Unmute our mics.
Good idea. I'm gonna pull up.
While I'm over here.
I'm gonna pull up Twitch on my phone so I can monitor chat. Make sure no one's saying anything bad.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Kenny's not here.
Good idea.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Push it. Push it real good. Is that the beat to that song? I don't know. Welcome. I've only heard. Hey, do you remember that Corbin Blue song from Jump In?
No.
Push it to the limit, and everyone I knew that listened to it they just wanted to say the word shit. It was a very easy way to do it.
No, I didn't. I wasn't a Disney kids movie. Disney like any of that sort.
You were a gamer. I got it.
I was Cartoon Network. I can't.
Weeaboo.
I have cable, so so I was Cartoon Network instead of Disney.
That explains a lot.
So if you want to talk about Ed, Ed, and Eddie, I can do that.
No, I want to talk about Corbin Blue. And I was convinced as a kid if I got a perm, my hair would look like Corbin Blue's.
Yeah.
And it took until I was probably about 15 to understand that that's just not how that works.
Yeah, no.
It's just not.
No. Now mine, if I did it, would look a lot like that.
Probably. You'd have to grow it out a lot more, though.
It's already pretty long.
It is pretty long. It's the longest I've ever seen it,
It's the longest
for
it's
sure.
ever been.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It comes down to my chin.
Oh, hey, Colin. Colin's here. Colin lives in a state that is north of here.
You gonna DDoS him with this, or?
I'm gonna dox him. Hey, Colin, do you mind if I dox you? Oh no, now everyone's in the. Hello, Marcus. Marcus is in a state south of here.
No. Well, that narrows that down.
Well,
If you followed the channel before, you'll know what state that is. Alright.
he did say to dox him. All right, I'm gonna stop interacting with chat for now.
Alright, I'm gonna go first, I guess, right?
Yes.
First, yeah.
Yep. You always go first.
October 16th,
Spooky season.
1966.
I was there.
Two boys, Martin Mouse Munov and James Jimmy Yacantis in New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
Were walking on 4th Street when they saw a surreal figure standing near a fence. As they walked closer, the figure was a tall, bald man wearing a green metallic suit who was staring right at them with a huge grin, lacking ears or a nose.
Hey man, I've seen The Mask.
Where's he at?
Are you gonna read?
Idiosyncratic man chased them until they got away from him. UFO sightings had also been reported in the area moments before. I have a quote here.
Okay.
Jimmy nudged me and said, "Who's that tall guy standing behind you?" I looked around, and there he was, behind that fence, just standing there. He pivoted around and looked right at us. Then he grinned a big old grin. We're talking about Ingrid Cold. Welcome to my
Ooh. It does. Kyle's in chat saying that your mic is off.
My mic?
Yeah. I was trying to figure out if it's catching on mine or not.
I might have to redo that cold open.
I'll forget all of it.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing on it.
Oh, perfect.
Oopsie.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Colin and Marcus and Kyle. You guys are big helps. I saw you guys were watching anime in Discord, and I didn't think you were gonna come partake.
Look at that.
But yeah, I guess I should have seen that mine was very loud. Hey man, friends help friends. What sweethearts.
All right.
Hey,
Let's try that again.
do you want me to make the mask joke again?
You know, if you're feeling it.
Okay. I'll play it by ear.
Take 2.
Nope, take 1. Thanks, Kyle. You were the one that... Shut up. All right.
October 16th, 1966.
Spooky season.
2 boys, Martin Mouse Munov and James Jimmy Yacantis, in New Jersey were walking on 4th Street when they saw a surreal figure standing near a fence. As they walked closer, the figure was a tall, bald man wearing a metallic green suit who was staring right at them with a huge grin, lacking ears or a nose.
You know, if he was wearing a metallic green mask, he'd be Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Yes, he would.
Move
The
on.
idiosyncratic man chased them until they got away from him. UFO sightings had also been reported in the area moments before.
Ah.
I have a quote.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy nudged me and said, "Who's that guy standing behind you?" I looked around, and there he was, behind that fence, just standing there. He pivoted around and looked right at us. Then he grinned a big old grin. We're talking about Ingrid. Oh,
Man, you goofed it.
editor,
You goofed it
editor,
so
edit that.
bad. That's you.
I know. We're talking about Indrid Cold. Welcome to My Neighbor Mothman. Then the music plays.
Yep.
Hey, editor, be sure to actually do that this time.
Did we miss it the last time?
What?
Did we not put music in the last episode?
I don't think so.
Oh, beans.
I think I goofed.
Man, it's all right. It was a rough time.
It was a bad time.
It was a rough time for the boys.
So welcome to My Neighbor Mothman.
So we're gonna put in those. We're gonna put that first chunk in, right? At the end of the episode.
At the end, absolutely. Where it's just coming through your mic. Yeah. And I fumble words constantly.
Yeah. My Neighbor Mothman, but you're listening from the other room.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be.
The person in the room next to you is listening to My Neighbor Mothman.
The person in the room next to you is real obsessed with aliens, I think. The person in the room next to you is Tom DeLonge.
So I'm Levi.
I'm Zachary.
This is My Neighbor Mothman, where we talk about all sorts of nonsense and weird stuff.
Yep, what we don't talk about. Number 1, top of the list.
Yeah.
Malaysian Flight 370.
Oh, no. Spike the lens.
Not here.
It's on our airline disaster podcast.
Man, if we keep going, we'll probably have one.
So little inside baseball. My goal here is to find other people that want to do weird podcasts like this.
Well, like, all right, so all right, yeah, they're upset about the Malaysian flight thing in chat.
Yeah.
Colin and them were like, or at least Marcus and Colin and Joey were like, oh, like I want to do an episode. I was like, are you guys gonna come to Gainesville, Georgia? Oh no, I've doxed us.
No, they already know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do reference it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, maybe, but yes, no, I would love that.
And like, because I want to like, that's what I want to do with this, was expand it as a like podcast network.
I mean, that makes sense. Colin's in chat asking if we want to do a podcast about Zach Baggins, who is the host of Ghost Adventures.
Yeah.
Because Colin's real horny for Zach Baggins.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how that fits other than the fact that he did Ghost Adventures. But I mean, hey, I'm gonna start with like the actual information now. All right. So the grinning man, or what is the other thing they called him? The smiling man. Yeah. Indrid Cold is reported to be human-like in appearance, though it is commonly associated with UFO activity, and is sometimes believed to be an alien.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You say he has no ears and no nose?
Yes. Bald head.
Bald head, no ears, no nose. Did you ever watch Kyle XY?
The guy without the belly button, right?
Yep.
That's all
it.
I knew.
That's all I've got.
Yeah.
Move on.
I
past
saw
it.
the ad. No belly button. Crazy.
I watched the first episode, got to the point where he's in the bathtub and doesn't have a belly button. And I was like, this is not the show for me.
The first sighting was described as being over 6 feet tall and wearing a reflective green suit with a black belt. He had a dark complexion, small beady eyes set far apart. He had wings that he could fly with. And yeah, no nose, ears, or hair on his head.
Well, that's what bald is.
In his second known encounter, his suit was said to be blue instead of green. That can be chalked up to someone being
I was
colorblind.
gonna say, just sounds like someone's colorblind.
But still retained its reflective property. Along with that, he was described as looking... I got a notification. He was described as looking perfectly natural with slicked back hair. A coat with the top 2 buttons unbuttoned and having pants that were lighter in shade than the coat, but still the same material, which still is colorblind
Yeah.
to shades, guys.
I'm a little confused on the metallic clothing
Yeah.
because what does that mean? It's just in reflective.
So you remember In Sync.
I mean, as a concept, yes.
So in your brain, think about like the music videos or the album covers where they're wearing like the shiny tracksuits.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't know if I'd call those reflective though.
It says metallic.
I think you also said reflective. Now,
it's the 60s. Nobody knows what things are.
I was gonna say, well, the question is it meaning like it reflects light or like it's like you can see yourself in that suit?
Yeah, it's not. It's not mirrored. Okay. Surely.
Man, I'm an idiot.
According to reports made by Woodrow Derenberger, who's the second person to see this Indrid Cold, came from a planet named Lanulos in the Geminides galaxy.
Isn't that the girl that runs the Last Run Save Twitter account?
Yes, it is. They did very well in League.
They did. Round of 16,
and
right?
that there are 2 other grinning men by the names of Demo Hassan and Carl Ardo.
Those sounds like lost characters.
There's an interview I don't have saved on here, but there is an interview with the man who saw the second Indrid Cold appearance that is on the internet, and I'll send to you so you can post it to social.
I will put it on Twitter. Wait, is it like a video interview?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's like black and white TV show, talk show kind of thing.
That's nice.
Like late night news or something like that. So on November 2nd, 1966, in Parksburg, West Virginia.
Okay. That's where the coal is.
Woodrow Derenberger was driving his way home on Interstate 77 until he heard a crash. Then an unidentifiable vehicle appeared to land in front of his truck. He described it as an old-fashioned kerosene lamp chimney flaring at both ends, narrowing down to a small neck.
All right, now I could take the steam out of this real quick because this sounds somewhat familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Did it leave behind a piece of metal at his car?
I'm not seeing any information on that.
Oh, I could be thinking of something else, but I want to say it was in this vein of somewhere like out in the mountains in like the 70s or something like that. Some dude saw a UFO in the middle of the road.
Yeah,
and he after it flew off, he found a piece of metal, and like men in black showed up at his house and were like, "Hey, you're giving us that back, or we will torture and kill your wife and children." I could be thinking of something else.
I don't know. That's not in my little ancillary like minuscule research here, but like yeah.
But still, either way,
yeah.
Scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it had a big like bulge in the center too, where like this is a terrible description of a vehicle because it's from a man in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
The grinning man came out of the vehicle with a dark tan and walked up to Derenberger.
And dark tan?
Mm-hmm, he's tan. Tan man.
That's just David Hasselhoff, my guy.
And telepathically said his name was Indrid Cold, and he met Derenberger no harm. Cold said he wanted to know more about the human race, and he would visit Derenberger again. After the encounter, he stated that Cold revealed he was from the planet and galaxy that I read just a moment ago.
Mm-hmm.
During the same period, in Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Yes.
The Lilly family had been reporting that poltergeist activity in their home, such as diamond-shaped lights. The Lilly's daughter, Linda, was sleeping one night and awoke to see a man standing over her. This is a quote here. It was a big man, very broad. I couldn't see his face very well. I could see that he was grinning at me. He walked around the bed, stood right over me. I screamed and hid under the covers. When I looked again, he was gone.
First of all,
yeah,
terrifying.
Absolutely, right?
Hate it.
Cold chill down the spine.
Hate every part of it. Number 2, what a cool last name. Burger.
Yeah.
That's all I got. You said his name and I was like,
Darren Burger.
I'd love to have a last name Burger. No, I wouldn't. I feel like
yeah.
Like
the kids would have been way meaner.
I don't know, dude. My last name sounds like Flounder. Everyone was pretty quick on that one.
Yeah, my last name is related to someone who at one point was very popular in this area and is currently not very popular in this area.
You're talking about
old Daniel Carver?
I was thinking of the president, George
Washington Carver. That's not the president.
What was he?
That was the guy who did all the stuff with the peanuts.
Who was the president from around here?
Jimmy Carter.
Same thing, man. They're both old white dudes.
Nope. George Washington Carver was a black man.
Was he really?
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think the education system told me he was a white man.
I wouldn't be surprised. We're in Georgia.
Would you look at that?
You learned something on this podcast.
Yep, this is an educational podcast, apparently.
In the educational category.
For me.
I do have a supposed image also of Indrid Cold.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I think I've seen this. I mean, let's be honest. He just looks like a Beastie Boy.
He does.
I mean, he looks like
in the Sabotage music video. I was going to say,
exactly. Yeah, he just looks like he's an extra in the Sabotage video. I'll send that to me. I'll tweet it out tomorrow.
It is commonly believed that Indrid may have been an alien entity and is supported by a close connection with UFO activity and with Darren Berger's sighting. It's also said by Darren Berger that the Grinning Man is in fact a species of aliens with multiple Grinning Men. Although this is unlikely unless the aliens are shapeshifters, because the probability of another race to follow the exact same evolutionary path as us is minuscule.
I mean, look, if I'm going to believe in aliens, which I do, I'm 100% believing they're capable of shape-shifting.
Yeah. It's believed that it could be a hoax based on the popularity of something that happened the same year, which was the beginning of Mothman.
Hey, man. You know the rules about mentioning Mothman on this podcast. Once every 10 episodes.
I was going to say, we skirt around it forever.
For a minute.
The other possibility is that he is connected to the Men in Black.
Of course, dude.
Which is where part 2 of this podcast begins, as we are going to talk about the Men in Black.
All right, this isn't hey, if you're a child, turn this off. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yes.
All right. So, there was a movie in 1998.
No!
Starring Tommy Lee Jones now.
Yeah, of course. Someone in chat, Will Smith?
Yeah. Men in Black, sometimes abbreviated by the acronym MIB, coined by John Keel, are strangers dressed in black suits, sometimes reportedly wearing black Kevlar vests and black helmets over said suits, who threaten UFO witnesses with silence.
Wait, did you say Kevlar helmets?
Kevlar and helmets. It's poorly worded in this thing that I have.
Wait, why would they be wearing helmets?
If they're on a motorcycle, I don't know.
Dude, the Men in Black sound fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They just pull up on a Harley and they say, forget it, or I'm going to torture and kill your wife. And then motorcycle noises.
They also harass witnesses to other paranormal events to keep them quiet about what they've seen.
Hey, man, what if we go too far? Have we thought about that?
I think that's the real goal.
We need to have a plan.
That's the real goal, is to go too far.
All right, I'm gonna convince Jake to come on this podcast, and we're gonna lay out a whole plan.
Yeah.
Wait, why would we make it an episode?
We can't make it an episode.
It'll be a secret episode for when we inevitably make a Patreon. It'll be behind a paywall.
Yeah, paywall episode. That way the Men in Black have to pay $5 to hear it. Yeah.
Sir, the Mothman guys, they've made a plan. They know we're coming. Well, what's their plan? Do we know it? No, sir. It's behind a paywall. Well, what is it? $5 a month, and we get a cool pin. We just don't have that in our budget.
We can't expense that.
We don't have that in our budget. Darren Berger. That's right. He flipped.
Some reports also mentioned that they guard private areas in the Appalachian mountain chain.
Whoa.
Yeah. A little description here.
The Appalachian Mountains, they're big rocks.
Yeah, yep.
With trees and bears and snow.
But what, black bears, so you can scare them off.
Very long.
You want to, when you come across a black bear, you want to make yourself as big as possible because you want to scare those away.
Don't listen to him. If you see a black bear,
if it's a
start
brown
yoinking
bear,
it. If they're scared of intimacy.
If it's a brown bear, you wanna play dead. Or back away slowly, depending on how it's looking at you.
I'm going to be honest with you. If I see a bear, the last thing I am doing is laying down and making myself vulnerable.
Men in Black usually travel in a group of 3 and drive black vehicles. Most reports are cars, but some reports mention SUVs.
But no reports of motorcycles.
No, not. I don't know. It has to be the helmets, right?
That's what I'm saying. If not motorcycles, then why the helmets?
They show strange or otherworldly behaviors, such as trying to drink Jell-O or not knowing what a ballpoint pen is.
Hey, to be fair, though, on that first one, sometimes I think I can.
Yeah.
Sometimes I really just try to slurp some Jell-O up. It never works.
Right in the back of the throat.
Yeah. Go ahead, make that noise on our podcast.
Yeah. One woman claimed that the Men in Black took part of her memory.
Mm-hmm.
The Men in Black were seen after the Mothman sightings and the Dover Demon sightings.
I've got hey, there's going to be a slight Dover Demon connection in the next episode.
Interesting. That's convenient.
Very small, but worth mentioning.
They told witnesses of both of these creatures not to talk about their experiences.
Of course not.
And also female MIB agents are rarely seen. I got some modern accounts, which isn't that modern. It's 40s. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I would not call that modern at all.
I don't know why they said that it was modern on this. But this is about, in 1947, Harold Dahl claimed to have been warned not to talk about his alleged UFO sighting on Maury Island by a man in a dark suit. When the skunk ape phenomenon was popular, a group investigating him had their hair samples stolen from them by 2 men in sunglasses and dark suits driving a black sedan. In the mid-1950s, UFOologist Albert Bender claimed that he was visited by men in dark suits who threatened and warned him not to continue investigating UFOs. Bender believed the Men in Black were secret government agents tasked with suppressing evidence of UFOs. The late UFOologist John Keel claimed to have encounters with Men in Black and referred to them as demonic supernaturals with dark skin and or exotic facial features. According to UFOologist Jerome Clark, the reports of Men in Black represent experiences that, quote, don't seem to have occurred in the world of... what is he trying to say here? Don't seem to have occurred in the world of consensus reality.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I guess that means like that's not a normal occurrence. So every now and then I'm like copy and pasting and I'm missing something and I'm not Google searching my words as much as I should. So obviously the explanations are that they are
Aliens.
aliens. They are
Secret
government agents,
Secret government agents that are aliens.
cyborgs
Yeah.
that are sent to Earth to hush alien evidence.
And big fans of Jello.
And Will Smith. You know, in that third movie, it turned out Kay raised Will Smith's character. It's crazy. Josh Brolin did a fantastic job in imitating Tommy Lee Jones in that movie. Men in Black's good. I didn't see the new one. Yeah, I heard it wasn't good.
I thought the third one was the new one.
No, Men in Black International with
That's the
Chris Hemsworth
right?
and what's her Valkyrie from Thor.
Yeah. Then I've only seen the first two. I haven't seen the third one.
The third one came out like a decade after the second one. I was
welcome to our Men in Black podcast, I guess.
That's all I have. That's it for me.
No, go ahead. Give us your review of all three movies.
The first one's the best one.
I mean, obviously.
The second one is fun. You can stop there. You don't have to, but you can stop there easily. And you'll be totally fine. The cartoon was okay.
There was a cartoon?
Yeah. There was that.
Was it on the Cartoon Network you watched as a child?
I think it was on Disney.
Oh,
no. It was that and the Godzilla 98 cartoon. Because those are from the same era. Those movies came out the same year.
Interesting. I've been having a craving for Godzilla. I know you're the man
Welcome
to talk
our
to.
Godzilla podcast.
I mean,
that's a Casey podcast right there.
Yeah.
We got to bring Casey in on that one.
We need to bring Casey in for our Halo 3 gameplay as well.
Yeah, we got to do that.
I was trying to remember there was something else that we needed Casey for. All right. So that's all you got?
That's all I've got.
You know what time it is. We need secondary music for the Fight Club.
Yeah.
I've got no clue what it would even be.
I have a real rocky guitar riff with drums that I used to use for an old podcast.
No recycling.
Okay. I'll make new music, I guess.
No, I'll find something.
Because I've made every one of the musics that we've used for everything across this YouTube channel's history.
A very long, very tenured history.
2012, 2012
lot of turnover.
Baby. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are not allowed to be on this channel anymore.
Oh, man. This is really... Look, I'm not doxing anyone. I'm not talking trash on anyone. I think you and I have become the main two appearances on this channel.
Well, and that's the thing is, like, we wanted to, during COVID especially, we limited the amount of people coming.
All right. So, Fight Club time.
Oh, wait, before we get to Fight Club.
Okay.
Was the person under your house?
No news.
No news?
No news.
Okay.
I'm going there tomorrow.
The one of the people I work with started listening at that episode and was like, this is what I want to know about now.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Granted, there'll be like a 2-week waiting period.
Yeah.
I'll get some news tomorrow.
All right.
Because I'm going over there. I'll like sneak away from the group. Just kind of put my ear to the ground.
Yeah.
See if I hear him around in there. I'd like to say I'd do something like I'd go underneath the house.
No.
Dude. That's not for me.
Fair enough. All right, Fight Club.
Fair enough, dude.
Fight Club.
Injured Cole, hard to say.
Yeah.
Because maybe
creepy.
he's an alien.
Maybe kind of just a passive observer as far as he did chase those kids.
Yeah, so he is kind of a bully.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. Your cold open started with him. I really thought you were about to do an episode on Slenderman.
Yeah, right? That's where that comes from. Oh. That and there are aliens in XCOM that are the exact same thing. No face, men in black suits.
Wow.
Tall men is what they're called. And that's Slenderman came from those two sources. Yeah.
Wow. This really is an educational podcast. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up a picture of a tall man from XCOM.
All right, I'm gonna try and figure out. If Injured Cole is an alien, obviously there's no way to. Oh, I was offsides. There's no way to decide who he could beat because we don't know his powers. If he's just a dude, though,
Thin Man, excuse me, Thin Man.
okay. If he's just a dude pretending to be something, he is at the absolute bottom of this list.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've been clear enough on that.
If
Men are at the bottom of the food chain. Could I punch this cat behind me? Yes. Will I? No. But I could. I'm not about to punch some dude named Injured Cold. I don't like that at all.
Isn't that unsettling?
Yeah, wait, let me see it again.
Because it's like he's got a big old head. Just like that.
I'm trying to think. He looks like someone, but I can't figure out who.
They've got him pictured here with the bad guys from The Matrix.
Hey, I've never seen The Matrix.
The Matrix is good. First one's good.
They're making a new one.
They are.
Men in Black, kind of the same thing because we don't know if they're just people. Bottom of the list. If they're aliens, possibly the top.
Yeah.
But no real way to tell. Possibly one of our most anticlimactic episodes
Fight Clubs,
of Fight Club yet. Other than Caddy. Because Caddy, we're just like nothing to fight it.
Yeah, we still got to find something to fight Caddy.
I'll look into it. I'm trying to think. I had something that... Never mind. Whatever. I'd like to thank Coralie. Username is at LYCHAN_ on Twitter. She designed our lovely artwork for us.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
I still continue to forget to check if her commissions are still open.
Yeah.
But you can find her. She's one of, I believe, the 5 accounts we follow on Twitter. So just go through there. Check it out.
Yeah.
And, of course, you can get to our Twitter by going to @Mothman Podcast. You can email us at themothmanpodcast@gmail. You can find me personally on Twitter at Baby Mothman. Although there's probably a change coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on Baby Mothman for a minute.
Corey Flounder.
This is Corey Flounder. We talked about that on the last one, didn't we?
I think so.
Man, that dude messed my name up so bad. Where can we find you at on Twitter?
I am at LEVIS Carver.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Not like George Washington Carver,
No. Not like George. Peanuts are okay.
I like peanuts.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Anything for you? All right. Good
Nothing
to know.
from the cat. And just a reminder, as of now, we do not do anything related to airlines. That can change in the future.
I was about to say, we might run into some like doing UFO stuff that will require us to do
I mean, probably
air battles.
And air battles.
Yeah, we gotta have the UFOs fight.
Oh, I thought you were meaning that we were going to cover UFOs dogfighting, like commercial airliners.
Yeah, absolutely that. No, yours sounds way better.
I'm trying to think. So this will obviously, and I think we've talked about this before on here, but this will obviously turn into something a lot broader than just cryptids.
Yeah,
because I mean, there's a limited number of them. This will become a supernatural fan podcast. A little behind there.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about Castiel? So yeah, that's I'm Zachary.
I'm Levi.
This has been My Neighbor Mothman. Don't go under your house.
That's what I was waiting for.
Lock your windows. Oh, I thought of another one. Don't go outside. Oh no, don't turn it off yet.
Turn it off.
Yeah, don't turn it off yet. Oh no. I forgot.
Alright, I'm pushing the button.
Turn it off.
Maybe I'll remember the next one.
Thanks for being in chat, everyone.
Alright. 5-minute break.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset I forgot. I need to start writing them down.
No, I like off the cuff nonsense like that.
That's fair.
It's my favorite.
Don't turn it off.
That's my favorite part. Is when the brain went. There it goes.
I haven't thought about this in 2 weeks. Oh no. Man, I had one that like during your episode I was like, I'm gonna say this. No. All right. I want to put it in the next one. I was gonna say, don't watch The Mask. Oh man.
Oh, hang on. I gotta change the game.
Is Ohio State playing?
As good. No, they played earlier. They absolutely whomped.
Dude,
this is what I want, my baby.
Oh, dude, I don't watch sports.
It's on after this.
Oh, get fucking wrecked.
Guess I'm watching the rest of UCF Cincinnati.
Guess what I did the other day?
What was that?
I went back to Hibbett and bought a bunch of dollar stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So if you want a Brave shirt, just let me know.
Yeah, I could get in on that. You get any San Francisco Giants next time you do that?
I'll take a look.
Yeah.
I found a bunch of World Series stuff, which I'm not sure if it's because it just says WSCH, so I'm not sure if that's World Series Championship because it just says celebration after that. So I'm not sure if it's Championship Celebration or Chicago Celebration, but it wasn't there last time.
Yeah.
And it was $1. So, but I found a bunch of that.
Cubs won in 2018.
I was gonna say yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Those could be hitting the dollar bin. Yeah, let's see that.
Well, that's the thing though.
Well, that'd be good. I would want one of those because Jacob is a Cubs fan.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. I think I got pretty big sizes as well. But you'd think that, but I got those 49ers hoodies that were like 2019 conference champion hoodies that were I got them for $1. So there doesn't seem to really be any kind of timetable on it.
Yeah, there's no real like rule to it.
But I got that. I think I got some Rays stuff. I think I found some Sun shirts.
Oh.
I feel like I did. I found a ton of Brave stuff.
Yeah, I'd be dumping all my Brave stuff too.
They
They did fine. They're a young team.
Yeah.
They'll be better next year, or they won't, and they'll trade everyone away.
Trying to think.
Oh,
I feel like
Nikki just saw my car.
nice. Yeah, Levi got a new car.
I did get a new car.
How old was that Jeep?
Mine?
2004.
Mine 2004.
2004. That's old, man.
180,000 miles.
That's a lot. It's really kind of actually depressing because that's almost how many I have on mine. Now, granted, mine is 11 years newer than yours, but
I drove that to school, which was 20 minutes away. And then after school, I would drive it to work, which was 5 more minutes from there. And then I would drive it home. And
see, I've been driving everywhere.
So, like, outside of the...
when did you get it?
When we got it before I could drive because my mom had it.
Okay.
But I got it.
So you guys have had it for a while.
Yeah, we've had it since like 2007, I want to say.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We didn't have it its entire lifespan, but we got it used.
See, that's what sucks, man. I've had mine pretty much. Like, my mom drove it for, I think, 1.5 years before I had it.
Yeah.
But she only put 60,000 miles on it, maybe.
I think it had like 50 or 60 when we got it.
Dude, actually, mine might be closer to 180. I don't know. No, I don't know. It's up there.
Yeah.
I've got to start looking for a new one. Sure don't want to.
And I did, because like with like the house stuff, I could have bought it outright, but I didn't, so that I built credit.
Smart. Sport.
So I did 30,000 down.
Jesus Christ, Levi.
So I have 7,000 to pay off.
You just tried to hurdle him and instead need him in the teeth.
One of the touchdowns Ohio State had earlier, the quarterback fucking got swanton bombed into the end zone. It was crazy. it was like he was doing,
look at this.
It was like he was doing a 619.
He straight just
just
hit him in the face with his shin. Yeah. Why is he wearing so many socks? I'll never understand football players.
No, I was a kicker.
It wasn't. It was like a tight end.
I said I was a kicker.
Oh. They wanted me to punt in high school.
Yeah.
I got this iron foot. It's just because I can't really feel it after all my back problems.
All my soccer, all my toes have been broken so many times.
Ugh.
Yeah. Hit the record button.
All right. I'll switch to Google Docs.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, they're talking about Men in Black.
I was like, what's he talking about?
No, I just opened Twitch again. Whoopsies. Whoopsie doopsies. All right. I'm glad I was looking in chat.
Yeah.
Because we would have done that whole episode
Yeah. It
with
been a big
no
goof.
audio from you.
Well, I would have seen a bunch of stuff going on over there and been like, uh-oh, and then we would have been halfway through the episode, but
Yeah.
good call. I'll open
Thanks.
up chat now.
Thanks, friends. Is this it? Yep. Here we go.
Welcome to the beginning of episode 2. Hey, the page that I was trying to load on my tablet. Loaded.
Is up now?
Yeah. Good.
Perfect.
My Google
Oh,
Doc
not-
that I
not
made
too
about Enter
Tom.
Cold Men in Black. Yeah.
Got you seen Planet of the Apes?
Which one?
The new ones?
I saw the third one.
That's the only one I haven't seen.
The
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did it scare you?
Not really.
It scares me.
It was that. Yeah, that was the one with what's his name? He did Zombieland. And
Eisenberg?
Can't Jump.
Oh, Harrelson.
Yeah,
Woody Harrelson.
is the bad guy in that movie.
Oh yeah, I did know that.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that one. Yeah, those scare me.
Imagine being scared by monkeys.
What?
It's chat. Imagine being scared by monkeys.
I don't want to do this podcast anymore. Who said that?
Oh, hydrate. Yeah, I'll hydrate.
Hey, will you pour me a shot so I can hydrate?
Oh, Panda.
Oh, that's Kyle.
Okay.
So yeah, let's move along. Have you seen The Devil All the Time on Netflix?
No.
It's pretty good. You should watch it.
Is it scary?
Not really. No, but it's got Tom Holland, Bill Skarsgård, and
It's Sprite and rum.
Robert Pattinson. Dude, I
No
kind of.
way, that's water.
Will you pour me some Sprite and rum, and I'll continue on my little bit?
Yeah.
Wait, we're recording, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding. That was the cold open.
Huh.
Get fucked. We're talking about devil monkeys.
Oh. That was I was coming in fast. Welcome to My Neighbor Mothman.
I'm Zachary.
I'm Levi.
That was the cold open I was so proud of last night.
Oh, that was like,
I straight up wrote "get fucked."
hey editor, you gotta censor out that F-bomb.
No, you don't. Oh, give me a second. I'm crying a little bit.
Sprite might as well be water.
Sprite just spicy water. Oh,
No,
dude.
you gotta make Jericho's recipe for spicy water. You take water in
Chris
a glass.
Jericho or the streamer
No, the
Jericho?
streamer Jericho.
Okay.
You take water, you put it in a glass,
Uh-huh.
and you pour vodka in the water. Spicy water. Because look, spicy water. It was on one of his bad cooking streams.
I love Jericho.
Yeah.
All right, Devil Monkeys.
Yeah, let's go on Devil Monkeys.
But genuinely, if you haven't seen The Devil All the Time, watch it. It's really good.
Now, how does this tie in to that cold alligator or whatever you were looking at last night?
It was just farther down the list.
It was an alligator that lives in
Yeah.
the cold.
Oh God, I can't remember the name of it, but it's just an alligator that lives in Pennsylvania. Because, like, all right, so look, here's how research for this podcast normally goes: is I pull up a list of cryptids, and I find one that I like the name of.
Yeah, same.
Click into it. So I saw this alligator, and I did two-toed Tom 2 weeks ago. So I was like, man, if I find another two-toed Tom, I'm gonna be absolutely just ecstatic. So I click in, and it's like, ooh, a 5-foot alligator. And if you watched our Among Us stream,
Yeah.
you'll know the exact moment that this hit, because I go, isn't 5 foot just a normal alligator? Which it is. I mean, this thing's only a cryptid because it lives in Pennsylvania where it's cold. But yeah, so this is far down the list. Devil monkeys. Oh, sorry. My gum blocked my teeth. Also, monkeys are kind of scary.
Yeah.
I don't like their hands.
So, do we want
We've
to
talked about this.
Do we? What does the devil monkey have a tail?
Yes, it's
Okay,
a monkey.
it's a monkey. Okay, it's not like a great ape.
Yeah, no.
Okay, listen, people misname things all the time.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Trust me, there's a lot of details about this thing's tail. A lot of different descriptions of this tail. But it's a large baboon-like monkey It's been sighted all around the country for nearly 100 years.
Our country.
Our country,
Interesting.
the U.S. of A. This is why I asked you last night if yours was USA based, because I didn't want to obviously duplicate it. And it got like the beginning stage of my research was a little confusing because the cryptids.fandom page on it
Yeah.
lists it as being active in Flagstaff, Arizona, in like wooded areas of Arizona.
Yeah.
Which I was like, ooh, weird, kind of cool. And then it makes no other mention of Arizona.
Oh.
All of the sightings that we have,
All over.
not in Arizona.
Yeah.
Not a single one in Arizona. So I don't know why it said Flagstaff.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, nearly 100 years, all over the country. Oh, man. I forgot to delete the line right after the saying it was in Flagstaff, Arizona. I said, that's right. Monkeys in the desert. Monkeys on camels. There's not camels in Arizona.
No.
But I was...
Unless they were brought there by someone.
Look, man. I got real excited real quick.
The ghost camel. Bringing it way back.
That's a sweet callback. These have been described as shaggy, canine-faced baboons with powerful kangaroo-like legs. Terrifying.
Yeah.
Kangaroos are basically just cryptids.
They're scary and strong. They're so strong.
So strong. The devil monkeys are known to possess three-toed, razor-clawed feet, tiny pointed ears, and a long, often bushy tail.
I'm just trying to
Picture it.
trying to picture it.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So
Because it doesn't quite work as a monkey.
yeah.
There's lots of other things that like look like that.
See, to me, what it kind of reminds me of is like a platypus. How like
It's just a mess of animals.
because so you've got like the kangaroo-like legs.
Mm-hmm.
You've got basically a dog face.
Yeah.
They don't describe the arms, so I just assume they're monkey arms. They're just baboon arms. And then a bushy tail,
Because
like a dog's.
except for monkey arms, like my brain screams coyote,
Yeah, kind of.
which would especially like work.
Except for the kangaroo-like legs.
Yeah. If they move in tandem, yeah.
Oh, they're also bipedal.
Oh, well, that's not going to be
It'd be a
Who
coyote.
let that kangaroo loose?
It'd be a coyote from Barnyard.
Yeah. Those male cows with the udders that walk around.
Yeah. What a good movie.
They had a TV show for like 6 years.
It did. I watched it. I'm not happy about it. All right. So we're moving right into sightings.
Yeah.
First sighting, 1934.
Okay.
In your favorite state,
Yeah.
Tennessee.
You're the only 10 I see.
Thank you for watching and listening. This has been My Neighbor Mothman. And I don't mean thank you for listening to this episode. Thank you for listening because it's over. We're ending it all. So this creature allegedly leapt over fields and possessed lightning speed.
That's fast.
Yeah. I don't know if it meant like lightning
Literal
quick
lightning,
or
or if
the
it's
speed
just
of
very
lightning.
fast. Yeah.
If it's the speed of light, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
So these sightings were attributed to devil monkeys, and this is where the article got even more confusing because it said the first official sighting,
Yeah.
which like how is this one any more official?
The Chupacabra episode was the same way. It's like the first official sighting was in 95.
Interesting.
But there were other sightings previous to that. That weren't
Weird.
like documented, I guess, well or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So, first official sighting, 1959.
Okay.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
So this was a couple by the name of their last names were Boyd. We're driving through Saltville, Virginia, pretty close to West Virginia, where your episode touched on a little bit.
And where this namesakes episode touches on.
I said once every 10 episodes.
I know, but I mentioned it twice last
I
episode.
know. You've got to calm down. A creature leapt from the woods and scratched their car, leaving a 3-lined, stereotypical horror movie scratch through the hood
Wolverine.
of their car. These people saw Wolverine.
I did.
The boy daughter was in the back of the car and gave the following description of the creature. It had light, taffy-colored hair with a white blaze down its back and underbelly. It stood on 2 large, well-muscled back legs and had shorter front legs or arms. So monkey arms,
Yeah.
kangaroo legs, furry. Yes, Levi?
I've raised my hand because I have a question. Taffy?
I guess.
Huh.
I'm going to look up what taffy fur looks like.
Yeah,
Because I don't know if I'd...
Because my brain went to saltwater taffy, and I'm like, that can be any color, depending on what flavor the taffy is.
I think taffy is the... I don't think it's the color.
Okay.
I think it...
Like the texture is like it's like matted or something.
Well,
maybe?
see, when I look up taffy fur, I get these.
Oh, well, those are very fuzzy slides, and
So I think it's like the texture of it.
okay, it's okay.
It's like overly fuzzy. And like faux fur throws.
Yeah.
I forgot what app I was going back to. I got confused for a second. So yeah. No, it says taffy colored hair.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Hot
means.
pink, yellow, and green.
It reminds me of River Street Savannah.
You ever been to a restaurant where they have the placemats the kids can color, and you just let a 3-year-old go wild with the 3 crayons they have?
That's what the devil monkeys look like, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Taffy colored.
All right. So we're moving on
Yeah.
past the taffy. I didn't catch that doing the research, but yeah,
I was just so like that's all I could focus on.
I don't know what that means. So Mr. Boyd, our sweet loving papa, was attacked again
Oh,
just days later.
the vendetta.
Yeah. No injuries. Wasn't harmed.
Oh,
Just kind of saw it and it scared him. But days after that attack,
oh,
2 nurses from the Saltville area driving home had a long shift at the hospital.
As you do.
Us. Maybe
yeah.
they were plotting against us and they deserved it.
Oh no, no.
Devil monkey on our side. That's right. This episode, I'm taking a stance against nurses.
And 4 devil monkey.
Just rip. I'm the devil monkey.
It's got a devil monkey U jersey on.
Number 6 line. All right.
The Arizona devil monkey.
Oh, that man's dead.
That's game.
So they're on their way home. Long shift.
Yeah,
Very tired. Just want to get home.
I've seen Scrubs.
What's that coming off? What's that coming out of the woods? No. Our rag top. That's right. It tore the rag top off the car.
Oh man.
It said convertible in the article. I really wanted to say rag top.
Yeah, it's fine.
It means the same thing.
It's that era.
Both nurses were left unharmed,
Yeah.
but their car was missing the sweet convertible. Now, how
It's a
are they
cold
gonna-
ride home.
It is a cold ride home in Virginia.
Better hope it doesn't rain.
Man, I sure hope not. That would be. That would really suck.
This is stupid.
This is a stupid podcast. I was gonna make a Vanilla Ice joke, but we really ran that one down the hill already.
Yeah.
There goes my phone. I had a lot of candy today, guys. A lot of weird energy. Oh no, I've lost my place. 10 years later,
Oh,
1969.
time skip. Nice.
Nice. Esteemed
Nice.
mystery ape researcher John with 2 N's Green, not to be mistaken with the brother of Hank Green,
Nor Tom Green.
nor Tom Green. Hank Green wrote the generational ballad that is The Fault in Our Stars. Welcome to our The Fault in Our Stars podcast.
Tom Green was a weird guy who does comedy kind of, and had an internet show in the early 2000s.
I don't think I've ever heard of him. Either way, not important. John
Eminem
Green.
mentions him.
Huh?
Because he humps a dead moose in that song. That's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. That's a very, very, very dated reference.
Yeah, man, really killed the whole flow of this too.
Go on.
So John Green, our sweet boy, never humped a moose as far as I know. Looks into the claims of long-tailed monkey. I wrote beets, like the vegetable.
Yeah.
I think I meant beasts.
Yeah.
Allegedly lurking around Mamquam, British Columbia.
Okay.
So not here.
Canada.
Other places.
Scary Canada.
I love Canada. Creature has said to left series of distinctive three-toed tracks through this town, city.
The weird part.
A lot of three-toed tracks because they've got the little
The claws.
Yeah. Man,
Could they just be partials? Maybe.
I mean,
Because like thinking about it, like the idea of three toads like that is not a very
I
common.
love the thought of three toads.
And they hanging out with Peach. Three toads. No, but like
No.
As far as
nope, stop. Let's live in it. Let's live in the environment that you created.
you know,
You
toads,
made the
toads,
Waluigi noise and then said, they're hanging out with Peach.
the toad voice is too high for me.
Then don't do it. Then don't make the joke.
Do you know toads don't have a gender, and it's weird that one is Toadette?
Dude, look. I don't know why you know this.
This is my penance. I know this kind of thing
Just 'cause you
all
didn't
the
have cable
time
as a
about
kid.
everything.
Whatever, dude. You meant to say three-toed, and you said three toads, and I just wanted to
Yeah.
make a frog joke because I like frogs. It's taking us down a cliff.
Animals that have three toes are not a very common for something that walks around.
That's fair.
Sloths have three toes. There are also
Yeah.
two-toed sloths.
But when I'm thinking about it,
Thinking about the pads is the thing. And for like a bipedal creature to only have three, that would be very difficult to balance on.
velociraptors.
That's
What?
I don't think
Are
they-
you gonna say
I'm gonna-
dinosaurs don't exist?
listen, that's a whole nother thing.
a whole
that
nother
I don't
podcast.
think we can get into without getting in some sort of trouble.
With Steven Spielberg himself.
Yeah, Steven Spielberg.
Hey, Jacob.
No, but like, because that's why humans like have all their toes the way that they do, is because if you're going to be bipedal, you need to have them arranged a certain way to not throw off your balance. Like if you were to lose your pinky toe or your big toe, your balance would be all off.
Mm-hmm.
And so
these things have evolved to only need the three.
yeah, I'm just like trying to think about that. That's just interesting. Like
You're getting
observation
hung
to
up
me.
on the smallest part of it, and also this was going to be a big reveal.
Okay,
They're also capable of being quadrupedal.
well, I figured as much.
Okay,
They're
all right.
monkeys.
Shut up. John Green found the tracks.
Yeah.
Couldn't find anything. 4 years later,
Okay.
1973. We're getting groovy. It's the 70s. Famed cryptozoologist and author Lauren Coleman. You know that name? You ever heard that name?
It rings a bell.
Well, I'm going to talk aloud about him.
Okay.
This episode. Investigator reports of 3 black bushy-tailed giant monkeys that are said to have slaughtered livestock in Albany, Kentucky.
Oh.
And here's where I think this is the realest this podcast has gotten.
Yeah.
He did an interview with Animal Planet about it.
Oh.
That was aired on TV.
Interesting.
I then looked up the interview, couldn't find the video, did find the script of one of his other ones, which I will read after I get done with like all of my research, because it was interesting. And what I also found is old Lauren Coleman, our boy, our guy. owns the International Cryptozoological Museum.
Oh.
And do you know where it is?
Where's that?
It's in Portland, Maine, maybe. I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm so like I looked up. They're open. They're open 7 days a week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're limiting their
Limiting
visitors,
attendance. And yeah.
But I did right. We should totally go.
Yeah. We got a bunch of trips to go on after a second mandatory lockdown.
Yep, I'm listening. I'm excited. So in the interview, oh no, what have I done? In the interview, he said the following: I investigated that case in depth. I interviewed the people who were very sincere. In the whole context of devil monkey reports, it seemed extremely sincere. You have these reports of hairy, monkey-like creatures with tails. Very different from Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Because a lot of there's several sightings that have been chopped up to. It was probably just Bigfoot.
Probably just Bigfoot, yeah.
But
that's like
Bigfoot don't got
that's like
tail.
your blanket statement to throw on something weird that you saw. I was like, oh, it's probably Bigfoot.
And now we're getting even closer to home. 6 years later, 1979,
Nice.
rural Georgia, Blue Ridge,
Okay, that's not that close.
Jasper, LJ. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
A spat of encounters with an animal with a face like a dog and a tail like a beaver's,
Okay.
but bushy.
Flat, bushy tail.
That creates a whole new weapon.
Yeah.
You're gonna smack you with it?
Get you one of those.
That kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a 4D movie theater.
It's coming
Now-
right at you. You couldn't see this unless you watched the video version, but I pointed at him when I said that.
I'm sure they got it. These encounters were originally, like I said, chalked up to Bigfoot, but as more research was done into them, it matches more closely with a devil monkey encounter. Oh, hello. Most of these sightings stated that the beast resembled a wild dog from far away.
Yeah.
Which is where it kind of being quadrupedal comes in. That it can move on all fours, but most sightings have got it standing on 2 feet.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any read on how tall it was.
I feel like if it's taking like a defensive thing, it would buck up kind of deal.
True.
Because like kangaroos will do that too. Because kangaroos for the most part will like walk around.
Yeah, and bears kind of do that too.
Yeah.
God, dude, bears are scary. This depiction of the wild dog moving kind of quadrupedal coincides with the most recent devil monkey encounter,
Yeah.
which was in 2006,
Okay.
January 12th. An anonymous witness claimed to come home and what's going on in the backyard back there? Hey, Sally, what's going on back there?
We're in Boston.
Sure, I guess.
It's the accent that was elected, so I was like, yeah, he does that.
Christ. Their
You're
6-year-old.
not sitting in his lap.
Oh, man, I sure would love it though. It's a cat.
Yeah.
There's a cat on the couch.
There's a cat on the couch.
6-year-old lab in the back being attacked by a devil-like creature. This man describes the creature as an unusual combination of monkey, wolf, and devil. You're kind of giggling.
Just like that's anything that's like, oh, it was like this and this, and it was evil. Is like one of those like silly things to me to add to, as a description. But I get it because it's attacking your dog.
Yeah, in Boston, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know where it was. All right, so that's all I've got on the devil monkeys.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do Fight Club, and I'll do Lauren Coleman's interview after.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So it can kill livestock.
Yep, can kill livestock. No magic.
Yeah.
Lightning speed.
I assume they mean it was really, really fast and couldn't actually travel at the speed of light.
But maybe. No, just kidding. Just real fast.
Yeah.
Real fast, lots of claws, sharp teeth. Possibly a tail to smack you with.
Possibly.
I mean, he's got a tail that can smack you.
Yeah.
It's possibly effective. Uh-oh, sleepy.
Yeah. A
You
little bit.
sleepy?
A little bit. It's been a long day.
That's
It's been
fair.
a long week.
Man, yeah, it's been a long couple of weeks. But we can't go back to that. Yeah, so definitely putting him above man.
Yeah.
I'm iffy on putting him above Spring Heel Jack. Spring Heel Jack's got the fire.
He does have fire. Fire is a good thing to fight animals with.
It is, especially if they're furry.
Yeah. Also, most animals will if there's fire coming at them, will just run away.
I mean, that's fair. That's what I do.
That's what I would do. Yeah. That's
All
the
right.
natural order of things.
But the monkey does have those sharp teeth
Yeah.
and can
He's
swing
got to
from
close
trees.
distance. Spring Heel Jack is like a zoner.
He's like a
he fights
medium
from a
range.
distance. Yeah.
I think Spring Heel Jack out in the open wins that fight.
Yeah.
Spring Heel Jack in the woods,
Yeah.
Loses
If
it
he
every
if he
day.
loses sight on
Devil
Monkey?
he's
Yeah.
done for.
Devil Monkey's a rush down player. He's just gonna get in there and he's
Wait
gonna
a
mix you
second.
up.
I know I did the tag team 2 weeks ago. I'm thinking another tag team.
Yeah.
Man-eating tree and the Devil Monkey.
That would be a literally killer combination.
Would.
They have to be in sync with each other as to not have one kill the other, but yes.
I mean, I'm just thinking Devil Monkey.
Chases you towards the man-eating tree.
I wasn't even thinking that much. I was thinking Devil Monkey gets you, attacks you.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're weak, brings you into the grasp. He gets his little share. He need to eat an arm? Sure. And he's throwing you right to that man-eating tree. But you've got another idea. Chases you towards the
Well,
tree.
because a lot of monkeys can use tools and think
That's
to
true.
hunt like that. Corral you.
Man, that's a good tag team partner
Yeah.
right there.
X thing that can think and man-eating tree is a killer combination.
True. But monkey that can also use the tree as a weapon?
Yeah, because it can get up in the tree.
Yeah.
They've got a symbiotic relationship. Killer.
You walked by... Man, I forgot to say don't go near trees
Yeah.
in the last one.
Yeah.
I really fumbled that.
Those people are going to go near trees now.
No, please.
We're going to lose listeners
That
to
whole-
the man-eating trees.
That whole episode was a lot of goofs.
Yeah, it
A
was.
lot of goof ups. So yeah, I think I kind of want to start doing a lot more of this tag team stuff in
Yeah.
the Cryptid Fight Club. It's kind of nice to think about.
How they could work together. Yeah. Man. That's a scary.
James yelled-
Snickerdoodle. Oh, I was seeing if we were in that in sync.
Why would you go Snickerdoodle?
I don't know. I was seeing. Maybe we had created some sort of psychic connection with one another. I don't know.
Oh man.
Cryptid
Whatever.
Fight Club is devolved into hey, let's see what these two things can do.
Cryptid
together.
Fight Club has turned into Cryptid Joke Club.
Yeah.
How bad can we scare ourselves?
Oh no.
All right, it's time for the interview with Lauren Coleman.
Yeah.
What I thought about doing is printing out all the questions that Animal Planet asked, and then I was going to read them all. I was going to have you read those, and I was going to read Lauren
Yeah, and
Coleman's
do
answers.
a back and forth.
It seemed like a lot.
That's fair.
So Animal Planet opens up, says, "Thank you for agreeing to answer questions for our Lost Tapes fan." Now, this is an interview you can go read at animalplanet.com on the Lost Tapes section, where they've got a Monsters tab,
Yeah.
which I will be looking into. So they say, "Thank you for answering these questions." Sure. It's always fun to talk to fans about all this interesting material that's often shown on this show. And right out the gate, we've got RKO Master.
Nice.
How is it possible to become a Wendigo? Which are terrifying.
Yeah.
I will cover them at one point. They are scary and I don't like them. Lauren Coleman, right out the gate. No hesitation. Traditionally, they're a psychological state for some native peoples. It's all about starving yourself to death and vitamin deficiencies. That's a psychological human Wendigo. A Wendigo, in terms of cryptozoology, is really about a Bigfoot type Yeti type creature. It's rarely seen as a subdivision of Bigfoot or Sasquatches, which is not something that I knew.
Yeah.
When I think of Wendigo, I'm not gonna lie to you, I think of that episode of Supernatural.
As a person who's never seen Supernatural, I think of Until Dawn.
Basically the same
the
thing.
game. Yeah.
Man, it surprises me you've never seen any Supernatural.
Yeah. I have seen one episode. The crossover with Scooby-Doo.
I think we've talked about this.
Yeah.
You should watch it. The first 5 seasons before Angels show up, pretty good. I mean, it's repetitive, but it's a procedural.
Yeah.
Now we've got Todd Fox Olson asking, would you like any help in the field sometime? I'm a good worker.
Okay.
I mean, look, Todd, I love it. I love the effort. Lauren Coleman, however, did not. He said, at the International Cryptozoology Museum, we're always putting out the call for docents. I don't think I'm saying that right. They usually help with the museum. When we do have field work, we do pick from those docents. I can't hire
Docent.
you.
Docent. I was like, I know what word he's going for. Yeah.
Docent?
It's a docent.
Ah. So he said, if you're living in the New England area, you can start there at the museum.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, hey, man, you're not going to pick Todd Fox Olson.
Dang.
Don't even lie to him. Next, Drago's Grill. Do you think that David Icke's theory of reptilians walking among us is true? How did he come up with this theory? Lauren kind of says reptilians are kind of along the lines of the UFO stuff. I don't know much about it. More of a
True. That's a different brand.
I'm more of a cryptozoological. Then he says, I know I've had many reports from people in the Ohio Valley of lizard men, though.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Cindy Tyson Lauterbach coming in with the heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Why do you think it is that a skull of a creature such as Bigfoot, skunk ape, or Yeti hasn't been found? Do you think they bury their dead like humans? That's a good question.
That is.
Cindy.
That's a fair.
That's a good one. Lauren, you're not phasing him.
Yeah.
He's ready.
Oh, yeah.
He knows this stuff.
Of course.
I don't think we really know what Bigfoot and the aligned hairy hominids do. One of the main reasons we haven't found any body parts is that they're very rare in terms of numbers. That they die, and that they die in temporal climates that don't preserve their remains. I don't know why I said remains like that.
Yeah.
He said, what is ignored by most people, however, is the fact that porcupines, rodents, and other animals destroy all evidence of other animals found dead in the woods within 48 hours.
That's a good point.
This man's saying there's a cover-up, and it's not big government.
It's an animal conspiracy.
It's an animal conspiracy. You know that deer you see out there in the woods? He's seeing Bigfoot.
Oh, definitely.
He's hiding Bigfoot from you. Now, here's the connection that I teased in last week's episode.
Yeah.
Have there been any new sightings of the Dover Demon or Mothman since the original sightings? Now, we know about Mothman.
Yeah.
I talked about it a couple weeks ago. They saw him at Chicago O'Hare. Pretty scary. Lauren, though, he says there are no additional sightings of the Dover Demon since 1977. With regard to Mothman, and then in quotes, Mothman, end quotes, is a local regional name for a large bird-like creature. There have been many Mothman sightings since the bridge collapsed in 1967. Some places call them thunderbirds. Some call them giant owls. But Mothman-type creatures are routinely seen probably once or twice every year around North America.
That's an interesting theory.
That's something the boys never thought about.
Collapsing all large flying creatures into a similar...
Which makes sense.
Yeah. Because, like, I'm going to do an episode on Thunderbirds.
Now you're not.
No?
I mean, you can.
Yeah. I mean... But, like, the owl...
The whole
would fit into that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lauren.
Dragons could fit into that.
I've been thinking about doing an episode on dragons, but I don't want to be bullied.
No, yeah, listen. There's a real good fake documentary that Discovery Channel did to trick people.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's fantastic. They go into like detail on how dragons existed and worked, and it tricked so many people.
I might watch that.
They did it for mermaids the next year. These are fantastic, like mockumentaries that they did.
Sorry to pull us aside, but KCP has just signed his contract.
Yeah.
No, he's just staying with the Lakers. The original tweet that Shams put out just said that he signed a $40 million deal with and then that was the end of the tweet. Oh man, where are we going? Back to the. I'm gonna skip a couple questions because a couple of them aren't super entertaining. Vampire Killer 1.
Yep.
How do you Celtic sign Tristan Thompson?
Oh.
Vampire Killer 1 says, how do you kill a Wendigo? Lauren's not having that. I do not think we should kill any cryptids. We need to live capture them to prove that they exist. Good call there. And then Cryptid King with the question that's on all of our minds. How do you know a person is in a werewolf in human form?
That's a very terrifying thought.
Yeah, it is. Lauren Coleman, I don't think that werewolves as humans actually exist. Werewolves come out of the tradition of vitamin deficiencies and people mistaking wolves for humans. I don't consider shape-shifting part of cryptozoology.
Oh.
Now,
That's a bold stance.
that's a rough take there for me as a person, Lauren. But good point.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, if you're shape-shifting, it's not really cryptozoological. It's kind of just supernatural.
Yeah, mystical. Some sort of magic.
Now, Cole Zadanis. What is the biggest and most dangerous cryptid you've ever heard of? Now, I'm going to let you answer, and then I'll answer, and then we'll head in to Lauren's answer.
Mongolian deathworm.
All right, that's the most dangerous. The biggest, though. Because Mongolian deathworm wasn't big.
See, for me, it was those astral whales
Oh, man.
that are under. If you go deep and digging through that dragon section, you'll find them.
The astral whales?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to find them.
No.
I'll find writing on them.
It tied to the dragons and the air rods, and like they live in the in between, like.
Did we talk about
dimensions.
the astral whales on the air rods
I
episode?
think so.
Because I feel like I remember them.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember talking about sky whales.
And, yeah, that's that's the biggest I can think of.
Most dangerous, definitely the death worm. He's number one. Big, scary. Super dangerous. The biggest that I believe in, I think, is a hole. Because a hole was huge.
We're thinking too terrestrially.
I mean, that's fair.
Deep sea creatures are terrifying.
We were talking about that last night when we were talking about the thing that we'll never cover on this podcast, the Malaysian Flight 370.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about, like, it's definitely somewhere down on the depths of the ocean.
Yeah.
But
like a giant squid kraken sort of deal could definitely.
Megalodon?
Yeah. Megalodon's big.
Megalodon was huge.
Megalodon's like the size of a city bus.
I think he was bigger than that. I'm finding out.
Because it's smaller than a blue whale.
Man, I was bigger.
But yeah, anything deep sea, like the thought of like some sort of leviathan down there.
Mm-hmm.
No, get out of here. That's
Don't...
too scary.
Yeah, 52 feet. I guess that isn't as long as I thought. 41,000 pounds.
That's a big.
Oh wait, no. That's their jaw force.
Oh,
41,000 pounds of force.
that's.
It only takes 10 pounds of force to rip your ear off.
It takes 70 pounds to crush your trachea. CSI.
Nah.
Not experience.
All right, Lauren's answer.
Yeah.
In the oceans of the world.
Yeah. Dude, the water's scary.
He does say megalodon. He
Yeah.
said there appear to be reports of megalodon. For those people who consider them reality, that would be the largest, most violent creature in the ocean.
Yeah.
On land, there are reports of what I call true giants, which are Bigfoot type creatures that are upwards of 20 feet tall.
That's so hard to hide.
I'm going to look into that.
Yeah.
The whole tradition of giants and cannibalism comes out of the realistic. Wow. I don't know how to read. Realistic reports of true giants. Man, good answer, Lauren.
Yeah.
There's a reason you get paid like you do to do what you do. Kaylee Helms asks, have you ever seen a real monster? Lauren responds, specifically, I've never seen a cryptid when I've gone looking for a cryptid, even though I've been on expeditions for 50 years. I found many tracks. I heard many screeches and unknown sounds. I've interviewed hundreds of witnesses. In 1972, I saw a Black Panther in southern Illinois when I was in a car coming from work, and none of the people in the car would turn the car around. So I was put in the situation of being an eyewitness where I could not go and further investigate the Black Panther report. I don't understand how that...
There aren't a lot of big cats in
the Midwest.
And that's the thing with the monkey here was like
not a lot of monkeys over here.
Like in South America, but like
not in Arizona or Tennessee.
I don't think there's any monkeys like native to North America.
Not that I know of. And this will be the last. Let me read through this to make sure. But I think I've got the question I want to leave this off on. So let's go ahead and do our talking points, because I want to. I'll do this question and then do my warnings.
Yeah, there are no native monkeys to North America.
Oh, okay, cool, scary, great, awesome.
There are in Mexico, but none in United States or Canada.
Interesting. So, my name's Zachary.
I'm Levi.
This has been My Neighbor Mothman. Obviously, there's a little bit left here.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this question. I'll do the question and then my warnings, and we'll call it off.
Fair enough.
I want to give a shout out to Coralie at LYCHAM_ on Twitter for designing our lovely artwork.
Thank you very much.
You did such a great job. I love it. I've got to change my Facebook picture to it.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I like to look at it sometimes. Sometimes I just go, man,
look at that.
I wish I got to stand that close to Mothman. Even though she put you closest to Mothman.
Yeah.
Which I'm a little upset about, but it's fine. We're playing coy with one another. You can just find her on Twitter by going to our Twitter and checking the people that we follow.
Yeah.
Our Twitter is Mothman Podcast. That's
you can also find us in the people that we follow on there.
Oh, man, the cat has just laid down on me.
My mom turned him into a lap cat. He used to not sit in people's laps at all.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, you can follow. You can find us in the following list, as well as I believe I followed Jake and Last Round Save as well. Those are our friend. That Jake is our friend that runs Last Round Save, an esports team that as of right now competes in Valorant, League of Legends, and you guys are working on a Halo team.
We're working on Halo. Working on Halo. Working on Call of Duty. We're going to try to figure those out.
Yep, and you can check out Zwoles, who streams with Last Round Save.
Yes,
for Call of Duty. You can find me personally at Baby Mothman is my username,
and me at LEVIS Carver.
Well, you can email us at the Mothman Podcast at Gmail.
And you can watch us stream this show live.
I think we forgot to shout that out in the last one.
On twitch.tv/Skeleton Crew Gaming.
Honestly, your best bet, just follow the Twitter. Every time we go live, I tweet the link out. hit the little. Is it a little bell on Twitter? It's a little bell, right?
Yeah, the notifications.
Yeah.
Like turn notifications on. Yeah.
Turn that on. You'll never miss it. Not a ton of difference in the recorded episodes versus the streams.
But you get to see this cat.
You do get to see the cat, and also, I mean, you can see us. Which, if that's something you're interested in, go ahead, swing on by.
They're going up steadily onto YouTube.
They are. You're doing your best. I appreciate it.
Doing my best.
Got a lot going on, the two of us.
Yeah.
So, the last question from Lauren Coleman's interview.
Okay.
I don't remember the person's username.
Yeah.
It was intercapsed. Ineligible.
Yeah.
Says, you think we're close to catching Bigfoot? Lauren Coleman says, not one bit. We are just in our infancy of searching for Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Says, he brings up the great apes that we knew of, but it took us 80 years to find.
Yeah.
He says, we might not see Bigfoot in our lifetime.
That's fair. It's very fair.
That's scary.
If you were to compress the existence of our known universe down into a calendar year, humans showed up on December 31st at 10:30 p.m. as far as how much time has passed.
A lot of time to find Bigfoot. A lot of time for Bigfoot to carry me around in a baby Bjorn.
Yep.
That's a callback to the first episode.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a couple warnings for you.
Here we go.
Stay safe. Don't watch The Mask. Keep your windows locked. Don't have a monkey as a pet.
Don't do that one.
Don't do that one. Don't turn it off yet.
I'm not.
Don't go in the woods. You know anybody named Jack? Don't hang out with them. They might breathe fire. Don't go to Indonesia. A lot of bad things going on in Indonesia, cryptid-wise. Yeah, man. Just stay inside. It's safe inside. As of right now, I don't know of any cryptids that can get you inside. But that might change soon. End it. Perfect.
Okanda, Ariwa, Colonist Prime, thank you for following.
Thanks, Kyle and Marcus and Colin. You guys are my best friends.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna end the stream too. Bye
Okay.
bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for coming by. Love you.